So if you see this whole field here, most of the flowers here are called heather. All these purplish red ones that you see. You're tricking me. Hey! Oh, what? So we are at the Botton Creamery. It's in Yorkshire. Today I'm going to introduce you to Alastair, who is going to teach me how to make cheese. But first, we're going to taste cheese. Hi Alastair. Thank you so much for having me here.
It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure.
And smells great.
Yeah.
How many type of cheeses do we make here? From where does the milk come from?
The milk comes from our dairy farms, and we take all that milk into the creamery, which they produce, and we make 7 different types of cheese altogether.
People are really passionate about cheese here. What does cheese mean to you?
It's a living thing, so it's great to make. I really enjoy making it.
So, which one should we taste first? You were telling me this is a Gouda?
Yeah, that's a Gouda.
And this is?
This is what we call the Summerfield, which is a Swiss mountain type cheese. Yeah, we can probably start with the Swiss
mountain cheese.
Mountain cheese.
Sounds pretty cool.
Cheese.
Yeah, it looks hard.
And
It's got a sweet aftertone.
Yeah. And then it's got a sort of, as you leave it in your mouth, you get this taste developing that slowly sort of releases all the flavors.
So Alastair, I guess I read that note there. I need to wash my hands and gear myself up, and I'll see you in the cheese making section.
Yep.
So I'm supposed to wear this for safety reasons. So here you go. Set.
Yeah, with the blue one.
Yeah. Yeah.
We took the milk and we put it into this cheese vat.
First you heat it up to 32 degrees Celsius, then you add the culture for 50 minutes, then you leave it here.
50.
50, yeah,
So,
50.
Yeah. So this, what we're doing is checking to see whether the milk has actually set now. Then you should get a solid sort of mass. And on the side as well, we push very slightly and it should pull away. If you just press and pull from the side.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
so it's set.
That's set to roughly the amount, well that's set how we want it. Just push them in, lift it very slightly, and it should split across. So now what we're going to do is take the knife and put it in, right down to the bottom, and then cut the actual curd. So if you want to also, if you cut across, and now we just go across to here, and then again straight across to you, and turn, take a piece out.
Oh wow.
So it's like a jelly.
And it's
now.
set so nicely.
Yeah, it's a cheese turner if you put it very simply, yeah. So what we're doing is now we will start to stir this, actually breaking up the pieces of curd, so the big pieces into smaller pieces. We start now to heat it up from 32 degrees. We'll start hopefully, and then we'll have 46 degrees within the next sort of 45 minutes or so. Or the curd has got lots, it's like your skin, so it lets it holds moisture in. As you warm it up, it lets that moisture come to the outside, and so these pieces will get smaller but drier.
Alastair, in India we get paneer, so but it's cottage cheese.
Yeah.
So it almost feels like cottage cheese already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
quite sweet, he says. I've got to try it now myself too.
Yeah, it's slightly sweet and it does
Yeah.
not taste like cottage cheese. No, it does not. So what's the first step?
I mean, the first step is just, we'll check it's just ready. Which
Okay.
It should be.
That's the temperature.
The temperature we know is 46.6.
Okay.
Then once that's done, the other check that the other thing that we look at is if you just get some in your hand.
Oh, they're
Top.
hard.
Yeah.
Hot and hard.
We push it, stick it together. It's stuck together, and then you should have.
Oh,
it's
it
become
forms
solid.
into.
And then if it's ready, if you actually rub it again, you should get
Oh,
back
it
to
crumble
see-
again.
It goes back to crumbles, and that's what we want. If you can be at that side,
Yeah.
what we're going to do, if you get hold of the corners,
Yeah.
we're going to go down to the bottom,
Okay.
or as low as you can get.
Yeah.
Keep it tight across here and
Yeah.
pull it to the front, and then slowly lift it up.
Okay.
And then hopefully we've got most of the, well, not all of it, but half of it at least. So right down to the bottom, across, and okay. So
Whoa.
just keep yours down a bit.
Yeah.
Go down a little bit.
Okay.
Okay. So if you give me
Yeah.
your pieces. So okay, I've got it. What we're gonna do is
Whoa.
so, and then
I see where these muscles come from.
yeah. So and then just gently
Press it.
down the mold.
Yeah. Well, if it squeaks, it'll make a good cheese. It does.
We'll just take this cloth, put it over the top of the cheese, tight, and we're just going to flip it straight over. So, okay.
Wow.
So, and then this bottom cloth pull out, so it's nice and straight.
Yeah.
And then what we're going to do is take this off.
Whoa.
Now this we've got to go quite quickly, and now fold these up. So we've got those up. We take this mould again and squash the.
Wow.
So that's now been turned and hopefully
That's-
move it open.
Pretty cool. So we have the salt tank here. Once the cheeses are put in the mold and they are starting to set, that's when the cheeses are dropped into the salt tank for 4 days. If they're the bigger ones, if they're smaller, they're dropped into this salt tank for 2 days. Ooh.
So this is our cheese store.
Oh my god. What is this sharp smell that I'm getting? Because it's a ripening process?
That's the part of the ripening process. It's ammonia, which is given off by the ripening. Cheeses. You
Wow.
can see this cheese is from the 12th of March.
It's done almost.
Yeah, we could sell that, and they're probably the next ones we will sell.
And how heavy is this? 5 kilos?
No, they're about 9 kilos. The bigger ones that we make are up to about 14, 15 kilos.
That's quite a
and
bit.
What we do each day, we actually come in here and we wash the cheese with a brush and salt water, and that's this redness that comes is what we want, because that changes the taste of the actual cheese inside. With a high humidity, so we've got to keep the humidity up to about 90% humidity, and that's to get the right molds growing on the cheese.
So this is.
So yeah, that cheese mold. That's actually a cheese mold, which is really that's what we want. And if we've got that mold growing, it shows we've got good conditions in our cheese store.
So this mold grows after how much time generally?
These cheeses were probably washed about 2 weeks ago. These cheeses are the oldest ones. We've got here younger cheeses, and on this shelf here is the youngest cheeses what we've got. The very top shelf is they were the last cheeses that we actually made. To keep the cheese nice and fresh.
I will make sure that I get some cheese smuggled from this creamery.
Yeah, good.
Cheers.
Great. Thank you very much.